We're in the balcony of the National Baha'i Center in Rosa Dominica, and I think this is the 21st of January, 1995.
Well, that doesn't surprise me you'd say that, because how have you earned your living as a 30-year pioneer in the Caribbean for the most part?
I spent, I think, of the 17 years, of the 30 years we've been here, I spent most of my time, actually only about 17 years, teaching. As a teacher of science and mathematics. And I did other things. I was a petroleum engineer. I was an engineer, I was a, what was the name of it? I was the director of the Welfare Research and Statistics Department, of which I was the only person there.
Well, that must have been a small department.
This was in the Virgin Islands.
Now, Frank, we've just spent about 8 weeks together, so I feel like I know you a little bit. And I know about you is if I've ever met anybody that was a servant of Baha'u'llah, it would have to be you. First of all, do you mind if I refer to you as a servant of Baha'u'llah?
Well, I sometimes wonder about that. I don't know whether I'm a servant of Baha'u'llah. I try to be. I would like to be. I sometimes don't have that feeling of myself as being a servant of Baha'u'llah. Okay. I don't know why, but I try to be. That's all.
Okay. You became a pioneer 30 years ago with your wife, and I was just wondering if you could say something about what it is that made you want to pioneer.
Well, I know when the pioneering aspect came up about going pioneering, there was a lot of couples in Carmichael, California. And in fact, there were 6 of them. And the men went to work and the ladies stayed together, and they got together and never had any objection to anything that came up in the faith. And when the 6 couples in the evening, the couples would be together, they started talking about pioneering. It was no problem to, let's go. I had always been one who was, my family had always traveled. I lived in many of the states in the United States. And so just going off to somewhere else was no problem for me at all. So if we want to go to Puerto Rico, let's go. I'm ready.